Recording in progress.
Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible online? Yes, good evening, Naveen. Good evening, guys. Right. Yes, Anil Reddy, good evening. Yesterday we completed user management. Today we'll do password properties of user. Yes, good evening, Rohit. Good evening, Jay. Right, guys. Today we'll do how to manage the password properties of user. Yesterday we discussed about etc password file. Today we are going to discuss about etc shadow file, right? Yes, good evening, Uppo. Right. So password properties of user, how we need to manage the password properties. etc shadow is a file. etc shadow contain few information. What kind of information we'll have in etc shadow we'll discuss. Hi, Praveen. Okay. So if you can attend, if you can able to understand, then you can continue, or otherwise you can leave it. It's not a problem. Okay. Okay. Yes, tell me. Almost like we completed 10 days, more than 10 days. We completed basics, right? So clear. Today we are discussing about password properties of user. User management also it got completed yesterday. Okay. Clear. Then if you okay, then you can continue. It's not a problem. Otherwise, very soon, new batch 6 to 7:30 management they will start and then try to communicate with them. They are going to inform to you. Okay. Because almost we completed all the basics. Right. So just listen the session today. If you okay, then you can continue. It's not a problem. So for backup sessions, you can try to communicate to the management. They will support you. Okay. Okay. Clear. Got it. Right. So in etc shadow file, what kind of properties we'll have, we'll discuss now. Okay. First field, username. Right. First field, username. Next field, password. Right. First field, username, password, date. Right. Last date or today user creation date, whatever if you want to can say. Date, minimum age of the password, minimum age of password. Okay. Maximum age of password, maximum password age. Okay. So clear, guys. Minimum age, maximum age. Right. Password expiry warning. Okay. Password expiry warning. We doesn't have much space because of that reason I'm writing like this. Okay. Password expiry, ex means expiry, warning days. Right. Next, password expiry date. Right. Account expiry date. Account expiry date. Right. blank field. Total how many fields will have? Yes, guys. 9 fields, including blank, right? So clear. In etc password file, in etc shadow file, how many fields will have? 9 fields will have. Okay. One is first field username or login name. Second field password. Next, creation date. Minimum age of the password. Maximum age of password, right? And password expiry date. So we are going to get warning before 7 days by default. So and so date, the password it is passed, the password it is going to expire like this. We are going to get before 7 days one warning message. And then password expiry date, account expiry date, and blank field. Total 9 fields will have, right? So if you assign the password, let's see here, we are going to, I'll show you a few practical sessions. And here we are going to use only one command that is called chage. Chage is a command we are going to use in this concept. So how to modify the password properties of user. This is a concept today we are going to discuss. Password properties of user, otherwise you can write, okay? Password properties of user. So this is a concept. In this concept, we are going to use only one command, that is chage, to modify the password properties. Clear, guys? I hope you got it. So let's see here. I will show you practically. So let's see here. Better to log in as a root. Okay. So how to create the user, guys? So user add user also you can use. It's not a problem. Okay. User add is a command. Then we are trying to creating one user called U1, right? Yesterday users I have deleted. I reset the mission. Because of that reason, again, we can able to create same user account. So it's not a problem. Okay. So we created one user called U1. Then how we need to know the properties of U1? No? PWD. Tail etc password, right? So U1 is a username, X indicates the password properties, and U1 is a user ID. U1 is a, 1001 is a user ID, 1001 is a group ID. We doesn't have any commands. Home, U1 is a home directory. So bin bash is a shell environment, right? Okay. So how to assign the password for U1 user account? So from where we need to get the password properties? etc shadow, right? So if you assign the password, so from where we need to get the password properties? From etc shadow file. So etc shadow is a file. See guys here. U1 is a username. Inside the etc shadow file, we'll have total 9 properties. U1 is a username. Then we have exclamatory marks, 2 exclamatory marks. That means it doesn't have any password. But student user it having the password. See, from here to here, instead of exclamatory marks, we have one encrypted data. What is the meaning of that? This user it having the password, but U1 user it doesn't have the password. Got it? So U1 user doesn't have the password, will have 2 exclamatory marks. This is today date, guys. So we are going to get into different format, right? This is today date. How we need to get the proper date, I will tell you, don't worry, okay? And this is minimum age of password. minimum 0 days. 0 is a minimum age. 99999. This is maximum age of our password, right? So maximum 99999 days. Then 7, we are going to get the password expiry warning before 7 days. If you are assigning the password, right? So maybe for 30 days, we assign the password maximum age. Then before 30 days, we are going to get the warning. So and so date, your password it is going to expire. So when you will get, so you'll get before 7 days. I hope you got it. Next week, maybe like password, if it is going to expire, today we are going to get the warning message. Okay. And this is password expiry date, blank field. We doesn't have anything. And this blank field, account expiry date. And this is blank field. Clear? So first field, username or login name. Second field, password field. We didn't assign any password. Because of that reason, we doesn't have any password here. We'll have 2 exclamatory marks. And minimum, so this is creation date. And this is minimum age, 0. This is maximum age. And this is warning days. So we are going to get the password expiry warning. And password expiry date, account expiry date, and blank field. Right. So now, if you assign the password, so how to assign the password, guys? Password is a command. For example, U1. So now we are trying to assigning the password. You can assign anything. Okay. So right, let's see here. Now let's verify tail/etc shadow. See, guys, instead of 2 exclamatory marks, we got a 1 encrypted data. I hope you got it, guys. Instead of 2 exclamatory marks, we got a 1 encrypted data here. So this is password. With the help of SHA-512 algorithm, we are assigning the password for this user account. So what is algorithm? SHA-512. Right. Using that algorithm, you are assigning the password for this user account. Clear? I hope you got it. So now CHH-L, then U1. CHH is a command. So change age. We are going to modify the password age with the help of CHH. CHH space -L means list. -L means list, then U1. See, guys, here. Last password change. Jan 3rd, 2023. Today only we created, right? Because of that reason, we got a today date. So this is actual last password change date. And then password expires. Never. By default, we doesn't have. Password inactive. Never. By default, we doesn't have. Account expiry date. By default, we doesn't have. So never. Okay. And minimum age. Minimum number of the days between password change. 0. Maximum number of the days between password change. 99999. Then number of the days of warning before password expire. Before 7 days, we are going to expire before 7 days, we are going to get the warning. This is default information, default age of your user's password. Now we are trying to modifying the user password properties according to our requirement, right? So CH age, guys, it's a very simple CH age U1. CH age space U1, then hit enter. See, guys, here, minimum password age by default will have 0. If you need to go with the default value, just hit enter. You need to provide the new value. You need to provide the new value and then hit enter. I hope you got it, guys. Default value is 0 here, right? So if you need to go with the default value, so just hit enter, that's enough. Then we need to provide the new value. So for example, we are trying to providing 2 days. Minimum password age is 2 days. 2, then hit enter. Maximum password age, 30 days is enough, right? So for 1 month, 30 days, then hit enter, right? Last password change. If you want, you can consider this password from tomorrow also. You can give tomorrow days, day after tomorrow date, whatever if you want, you can give, right? But we are trying to consider them from today itself only. I'm going with default value. So how you need to provide the date? I hope you're clear, right? So year, month, date, we need to give, we need to provide here. Maybe tomorrow and day after tomorrow date, if you want, we can give. But we are trying to considering this password from today to 30 days. I hope you got it, guys, right? Then hit enter. So I'm not providing any date. If you want, you can use some different date, right? So password expiry warning by default will have 7 days, guys. I doesn't need before 7 days warning message. I need only 4 days before. Then 4. So we are going to get the warning message before 4 days, right? So and so date it is going to expire like this. Okay. And then password inactive. Guys, by default, -1 will have. If you're going with the default -1, what will happen? If you're going with by default -1, what will happen, guys? Exactly, it is going to inactive 30 days. If you're providing, for example, today third, right? Next month, second, it is going to inactive. If you're providing 1, next month, third, it is going to inactive. If you're providing -1, next month, second, it is going to inactive. Today, third, right? Third to second, 30 days, right? Then if you're providing 1, next month, third. Clear? I hope you got it. So we are trying to providing 1 instead of -1. Same here also, account expiry date. If you're providing -1, next month, second, the account it is going to expire. February 2nd, right? If you're providing 1, what will happen? Third, it is going to expire. But I need to provide some different date, guys. I need to provide maybe 6th of February. I need to provide. The account should expire 6th of February, right? So 2023, right? So change ho gaya na date, right? 02, then 06. So I hope you're clear. Then hit enter. According to our requirement, we can able to modify the password properties. Clear? Using CHH space and username. That's it. So CHH space username, then hit enter. It will ask the questions. According to your requirement, you can give the information. So we are going to change the password properties, right? So if you want, you can check tail/etc shadow. See guys here. Before we'll have 0, it became 2. Before we'll have 99999, it became 30. Before we'll have 7, it became 4. Then here we doesn't have anything. Blank field, right? 1. And we doesn't have anything here. Blank field. We provide the date. So I hope you got it, guys. If you need to know the detailed information, CHH space -L, then U1, then hit enter. That's it. So January 3rd, February 2nd, password it is going to expire. And February 3rd, it is going to inactive. February 6th, account it is going to expire. Minimum days 2 days, maximum days 30 days. And we are going to get the warning before 4 days. Clear? I hope you got it, right? Now I need to modify the only account expiry date. So I need to modify February 4th. Account should expire February 4th, right? So we need to modify only this field. CHH -capital E is option. Right, guys? So 2023, then 0, 2, then 04. To whom? U1. Simple. Got it, guys? Now CHH -L U1. See, before February 6th will have, now it became February 4th. Like this, you can modify each and every field using those options. CHH-H is an option. We are going to get the help. So D, last date. That means today date we can change. Right? E, account expiry date. H, help. Capital I, option, inactive. Password inactive. L, small l, list. Small m, minimum days, capital M, maximum days. R, no need to bother about R. This is CH root. We'll discuss later, not now. Okay. So capital R, capital W, warning days, password expiry warning. I hope you got it, guys. Clear? Now we need to change the password expiry warning 4 to 2. So if I get the warning before 2 days, that is enough for me, right? CH hyphen capital W 2, then U1. Simple. CH hyphen L U1. See, guys, before we'll have 4, now it became 2. Now you need to change the minimum age, small m. You need to change the maximum age, capital M. Then you need to change the inactive date, capital I. So I hope you got it, guys. So how we need to modify the password properties with the help of CH command. Clear? Yes, no? Right. What cool, man? I'm always cool only, right? So notes means so I will provide you Google Drive link. There you'll have those all the document what I'm trying to creating in our classroom. Okay. So those documents you'll have. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. So clear? I hope you got it. So how we need to modify the password properties of particular user, right? Yeah, right. Okay. Right. So clear, guys. Now, so let's see here. Exit from root user. We are back to student. Now we are trying to log in from student user to U1 user. Then it will ask the password. We are trying to providing the password. Then we can able to switch. But now, actually, we doesn't have much security, right? Who's provided the password for U1 user account? Administrator. Administrator, he know the U1's password. Maybe he can able to misuse, right? So U1, he need to change his password from next login onwards. In IAM, we'll have the password properties, right? Password policies. So from while you are trying to creating the user account at the time, we are going to provide one policy, password reset policy, like the same way. I hope you got it, guys, right? So this U1 user account, he need to change his password. Like this permissions we should provide. So let's see here. Login as a root, right? CH hyphen D is option. Today date, last date we are going to change, okay? As a 0. We are not providing any date for this user account. So while you are trying to log in from that day itself phone, it is going to consider. I hope you got it, guys, right? 0 U1, simple. CH hyphen L U1. See, guys, here. Password must be changed. We doesn't have any date, right? If you're providing 0. Now, if you try to log in with the help of U1 user account, so from next login onwards, we need to change our password. That means U1 user's password. So U1 user account, he need to change. Then it is going to provide the date there. So clear, guys. Okay. Password reset policy will have in IAM like the same way here also. Clear? So now exit, then back to student, then SU space hyphen U1, then hit enter. We need to provide the old password. Then it's asking to provide the current password. So I have given Red Hat. Now new password, minimum 8 characters. Minimum 8 characters we should provide. Okay. So RH Red Hat at 1234. Right? Red Hat at 1234. Then hit enter. See guys. Successfully we change the password. Now only U1 user account he can able to know his password. I hope you got it, guys. Clear? Yes, no. So how we need to provide the password policy, password reset policy. Clear? Just simple. -D is option. chmod space -D 0, and then we need to provide the username. That's it. So ch -l u1. See guys, automatically we got a date and timer. Okay. So we are considering this user from today itself, and we assign the password for this user today. Clear? Right. So I hope you're clear about password properties, how we need to manage the password properties and those all stuff. Clear, guys? User management, password properties, user password properties management. I hope you're clear, right? Next, we'll do groups. So let's see, guys, group management. Group management. So group management, guys. So first of all, what is group? Why we need groups? So why we need to create the groups? So you have WhatsApp groups, right? So why you are going to create WhatsApp groups? For example, Jay, he is celebrating his birthday. Then he need to invite Jay birthday function, right? Then how he is going to invite? So he is going to send the message through WhatsApp, right? Instead of sending the messages for each and every peoples, he is going to create one group and he is going to add the peoples into the group. Then we are going to share the messages into the group. So we are reducing our work, right? Instead of sharing the messages for multiple peoples at a time, multiple people one by one, then we are trying to sharing the messages into one group at a time. So easily we can able to manage, right? So clear, guys. Very good. Okay. Like the same way, coming to real-time enrollment, right, guys? For example, we'll have an organization called HCL, right? So this is one OU, organization unit. HCL is a one organization unit. Okay. So inside the HCL, we'll have multiple departments, right? So we have HR department, account department, and IT department. So like this. So BPO, different departments, peoples will have. Okay. So clear, guys. So now, for example, HCL having 200 members, guys. Okay. HCL having 200 members. Those all the 200 members, there belongs to same departments or different departments. So different departments, right? Maybe few people there belongs to HR, few people there belongs to account. So few people there belongs to IT department, right? Clear? Okay. So maybe we need to share the data only to HR department. We have employees confidential data. We need to share to the HR peoples. Maybe 20 to 30 people, they are working as a HRs. Then we need to share the data for 20 people, for example. Then how you are going to share? How we are trying to creating the WhatsApp group, like the same way, we are going to create the group called HR. We are going to add those all the users into the HR group for easy management. Clear, guys? Administrator is trying to reducing his work with the help of this group concept. So we are going to create one group called HR. For example, this is one group called HR. So inside this group, we are going to add the users. For example, H1 user, H2 user, right? H3 user, then H4. Like this, we are going to add the multiple users into HR group. Those peoples are users. Got it, guys? right? So we have an hierarchy, see here. OU, organization unit. Inside the OU, we are going to create the group. In groups, we are going to create the users. This is one hierarchy. First organization unit, right? And then groups. Then we are going to add the users inside the group. Clear, guys? Like the same way, account group we are going to create. We are going to add the users into account group. Then we are going to create IT group. Then we are going to add the users into IT group. Already we discussed in IIM, right? Yes, no. Like the same way here also. We are going to create the multiple groups. According to our requirement, we are going to add the users into the group. Those are local groups. We are unable to log in with the help of those group members into another mission, into same vision. So we discuss about local users and local groups. Right, guys? I hope you're clear, right? Now, so how to create the groups? Coming to group management, we have few commands. Group add is a command to create a group. Create a group. Group mod is a command to modify a group. రాస్తున్నాను అక్కడ రాస్తున్నాను చూసి రాసుకోండి. సో గ్రూప్ mod is a command to modify a group. మీరు మీ స్లో. Group del is a command to delete a group, right? Gpassword is a command assign a password guys. With the help of Gpassword, we can able to perform the multiple actions, not only assigning the group password. Okay, so I'll tell you while we are doing the practicalization at the time. Okay, so Gpassword, we can able to perform the multiple actions with the help of Gpassword command. If you want, you can write in brackets. Okay, using Gpassword, we can able to perform multiple actions, right? So clear, guys? So here also we are going to discuss 4 commands again. So yesterday 4 commands, today in group management 4 commands, and password properties only 1 command. Change is a command, right? So coming to group management, we'll have 4 commands again: group add, group mod, group del, and Gpassword. Those 4 commands we are going to use in group management, right, guys? So now if you create the group, what kind of properties will have a group? So first property is group name. First field is group name, guys. Next GID. Next password, guys, not GID. So then GID, right? Only 3 fields will have, that's it. And here member fields will have, actually if you add the members into the group, then we can able to find out the members here. Okay, group members. So only 3 fields. For example, we are trying to creating one group called Red Hat in Fast Kunda. Inka. So guys, if you're feeling I'm teaching fast, please, you can interrupt me. It's not a problem. బోర్ కొడుతుందా సరే బయటికి వెళ్ళిపోండి అయితే, అప్పుడు అసలు కొట్టదు బోరు. Group password is possible in or Windows. In Windows, I think it's not possible, guys. So you are talking about domain users, right? Raj, domain users, right? Usually we are not going to create local groups in Windows, right? So if we having server, then only we can able to create the groups. Then we are going to add the users into the group. That is ADDS users, Active Directory Domain users, right? So I didn't check. If you want, you can check. Maybe we are unable to assign I didn't assign the password for group in Windows. I have assigned the password for users only. So I'll check. If you want, I will check tomorrow. Okay. Long back, before 10 years, I used to work in Windows, man. I didn't remember. Okay. So clear. So Red Hat is a group name, right? And here also no need to provide the password for groups, guys. Doesn't need. It's not a mandatory. We have option. We can. If you're assigning the password, if you didn't assign the password, there is no use. But we have an option. We are trying to providing the password for the group. That's it. Okay. So right. So group name is Red Hat. So X indicates the password properties of Red Hat. So group ID, always it will create 2002. That's it. Now already we'll have 1000 for student, 1001 for U1. Then we are trying to creating one group called Red Hat 1002. Right, guys? I hope you got it. Now, from where we need to get those all the group properties? So, from where we need to get the user properties, local user properties? Tension madakandi, cool ga cheppandi. So you need to read the book every day. You are trying to making like very clearly, but you are not reading. ETC password. Apart from that guy, no one they're going to give the answer. आप आपस में बोलना नहीं चाहिए, मेरे को बोलना चाहिए. Right. Okay. So ETC password group. ETC password is a file. It having the local user properties. ETC group is a file will have local group properties. Those all the properties from where we'll get inside the ETC group, right? So inside the ETC group, we'll have the local group properties. So if you assign the password for group, then any guess? ETC G shadow, group shadow. So usually you local user properties, password properties we are going to get from ETC shadow. Local group password properties we are going to get from ETC G shadow, group shadow, guys. X it will link to ETC G shadow. Local user properties already we discussed yesterday. ETC password contain local user properties. ETC group contain local group properties, right? ETC G shadow contain local group password properties. Clear? ETC G shadow contain local group password properties, right? I hope you got it, guys. So ETC group contain local group properties. ETC G shadow contain password properties of local group. Password properties of local group, right? So as of now, how many files we discussed? ETC password, ETC shadow. Now we are going to discuss ETC group and ETC G shadow. Clear? Very simple. ETC / password arrow mark. So local user properties. ETC / shadow arrow mark. Local user password properties. ETC / group arrow mark. Local group properties. ETC / G shadow arrow mark. Local group password properties. So I hope like you doesn't have any difficulty here, right? You are unable to understand how you need to make the note, right? Notes రాసుకోవడం అర్థం కావట్లా మీకు. ఏం రాస్తున్నారో ఏందో. You are unable to understand how you need to make the like notes. So simple way, short descriptions you need to write. Yes, right, guys. So clear. I hope you got it. Yes, no. Right. So now we'll do practical session. How to create the group, how we need to manage the group. Guys, offline, who have the doubts in installation while you are trying to installing the operating system, maybe few people they are facing some problem, right? First of all, go through that video, installation video. Still, if you having the problem, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I will spend with you sometime after completing the class for half an hour like this. Then day after tomorrow, you can ask because 6 o'clock batch, I'm going to complete maybe from day after tomorrow onwards. I have the time because now I have again after completing the 5:30, then I need to go to some different building. So because of that reason, I'm unable to help you today and tomorrow. So for installation, I'll help you not tomorrow, not today and tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Right? I'll spend for you people's with like still 6:30 also. It's not a problem. Okay. So from day after tomorrow onward, 6 o'clock batch, it will complete. Then I will help you how to install the operating system. Don't need to bother. For offline, not for online. Okay. Only for offline. Clear? Right. So clear, guys. Now how to create the groups we'll see now. Okay. So log in as a root. Okay. So we'll do one thing, guys. I'm going to reset what I did. I think you need history, right? Give me 1 minute. I will provide the history. From day one onwards, everything will have. How many commands we executed from day one? Right? Don't worry. I'll share this document into Google Drive link. Okay. Right, guys. So let's see here how to. I'll reset this. I'm going to reset. I have the snapshot. Better to create snapshot, guys. Every time, no need to delete the users, no need to delete the groups. Just you can create one snapshot after installing the operating system. Right? It's a very easy to create the snapshot. Right click on top of virtual machine, snapshot, take snapshot. That's it. Okay. Huh? What is the use of snapshot? So see, guys, here, instead of deleting the users manually, instead of what you are trying to doing the actions now, those all the actions we are going to revert. How you'll have the new operating system while you are installing it at the time. Okay. After installing the operating system, better to take one snapshot. Maybe if you having any problem with your operating system, you can reset the snapshot. You are going to recover everything. Got it? For doing the practical session, it's a bit easy for us. So again, we are trying to creating users. Then again, we need to delete the users manual, and this will take some time. Because of that, it's simple. One snapshot recover option will have. You can click snapshot automatically. You're going to get the previous sessions, previous environment, right? So clear, guys. It's like laptop backup only, Christopher. Very good. Super. Okay. So, right, guys. So let's see here. How many people have completed EBS? Elastic Block Storage. AWS. Then who completed EBS, they know about snapshots. Right? EBS snapshots will have. So clear? So let's see, guys, here how to create the group. Group add is a command. Group add is a command. So to create a group, right? Group add space. Now we are trying to providing the group name called Red Hat. Then hit enter. So now how we need to verify whether the group it got created or not? Tail /etc group. That's it. etc group contain local group properties, right? We created local group only, right? Red Hat. See here. Guys, I said now, while you're trying to creating the user account automatically one group it will create. So student group will have, right? Now, just now we created one group called Red Hat. While you're creating the group automatically user, it won't create, guys. Remember, while you're creating the user account automatically one primary group it will create. But if you're creating the group, it won't create the user account. So clear, right? Red Hat is a group it got created. So X indicates the password properties of Red Hat. 1001 is a group ID, GID. And this is member fields, guys. If you add the group members, if you add the users into the group, then we can able to find here. Got it, guys? Clear? Now we are trying to creating one more group. According to our requirement, we are trying to modifying the properties for group. What kind of properties will have? Only 3 properties will have. Group name, password, and group ID. That's it, right? So group add is a command, right? -G is option. So -g here you need to use. While you are trying to creating the user account, now you can use small g because already we have one group called Red Hat. You can give this Red Hat as a primary group member per particular user account. Yesterday we doesn't have the groups, right? Because of that reason, while you're trying to providing -g option, you are going to get error. By default, while you're creating the user account, you'll get the like one primary group. For example, I'm trying to creating one group call, maybe Raju. Primary group Raju, it will create automatically. Maybe instead of Raju, you need to provide some different group name. Then you should create the group manually. Then we need to provide the group name with the help of -small g option, primary group. I hope you got it now. Clear? अब एक ग्रुप बना रहा हूं मैडम, नया ग्रुप, उसको भी हम लोग मॉडिफाई कर सकते हैं, राइट? सो जो चाहिए आप कर सकते हो, राइट? So group add is a command to create the new group. Now we are trying to creating the group. At the time we are trying to changing the properties for group, right? So group add -g. Now I doesn't need 2001 1002. Now we are going to get 1002, right? By default I need 2002. So now I'm trying to creating one group called RHEL, right? So now RHEL group it got created with 2002 group ID, right? So tail /etc group. So RHEL is a group name. X indicates the password properties. Then 2002 is a group ID. So while you are trying to creating the group, you can modify the group ID. If it is an existing group, for existing group also you can modify. So how we need to modify the group ID for existing group? Very good. So okay, group mod is a command. Group mod, for example, -h help. So in group mod command, we'll have few options. -small g to change the primary group ID. -h help and rename the group. Excuse me, guys. Guys, 1 minute online. Okay. So -o to assign the non-unique group ID. Okay. Right, guys. Right. Right. So hyphen O, non-unique. Hyphen P to assign the password for group. Don't bother about this. Hyphen capital R. This is CH root. Okay. We'll discuss later, not now. Okay. So sorry, group mod, right? Group mod is a command. Then if you want, you can change the group ID using hyphen G option. We know already. So now we need to rename the group. How to rename the group? This RHEL group I need to rename as a Linux. Right? Which option we need to use? Hyphen N is option. New name, old name, same. Right? New name, Linux. Old name, RHEL, then hit enter. So I hope you got it, guys, right? So tails / etc group, then hit enter. See, guys, here. Before we'll have RHEL, now it became Linux. Clear, guys? Before we'll have RHEL, now it rename as a Linux. Now non-unique, guys, we can able to assign the same group ID for multiple groups. For example, RHEL having 2002 is a group ID, right? So same 2002 group ID we can able to assign for Red Hat also. So that is called non-unique group ID. Okay. So group mod is a command hyphen O and G. O means non-unique, right? Non-unique. Same multiple group IDs we are going to assign for one group ID. You can able to assign for multiple groups, right? Okay. Right, guys. So then we need to provide the 2002 group ID for whom? Red Hat. Actually, Red Hat having 1001. Now we are trying to assigning same 2002 group ID for Red Hat also. See. So before we'll have 1001, right? Now it became 2002. 2002 for Red Hat as well as for Linux. Now those both the groups, it will become one group now. I hope you got it. Those both the groups, it will become one because same group ID will have, right? 2002. So clear? You can. At a time, I think it's not possible. One by one, we need to provide. So for example, if you try to providing multiple groups names, for example, student. So we are getting error, right? So clear. So I hope you got it. So how we need to provide the non-unique group ID. So now same group ID means those both the groups, it will become as a only one group now. Okay. So hyphen P to assign the password. Group mod hyphen P is option. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 is a password for whom Red Hat we are trying to assign it. Okay. Simple. Group mod hyphen P. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 is a password. Then to whom we are assigning the password for Red Hat group. From where we need to get the password properties of group? etc G shadow, right? Very good. Tail etc G shadow. Right. G shadow. Sorry, guys. We need to add G here. Okay. See, guys, here. So coming to G shadow file, we'll have few properties. Let's see here. I'll mention here. So inside the G shadow file, what kind of properties will have? Group name. Okay. Group name. Right. Password. Then group admin. 3 fields will have in etc GShadow. So those all the fields where we'll have inside the etc GShadow. Clear? 3 fields: group name, password, group admin. See guys here. So first field is a group name, guys. Second field is a password. We assign 1, 2, 3, 4 is a password. It's in clear text, right? Anybody can see. Then this blank field is group admin field, right? This blank field is group admin field, right? We didn't assign any group administrator for this group. So clear, right? So now if you need to assign the encrypted password per group, there is no use, guys. If you're assigning the password, if you didn't assign the password, there is no use. It's not a mandatory, right? So G password, and we need to provide the group name. Okay. So Red Hat is a group name we are providing. It will ask the password. We are trying to providing the password for group. Right. Then tail / etc group. It's not group, GShadow, right? See. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, we got one encrypted data. How to remove the password from group? We assign the password with the help of G password, right? Using G password only we can able to remove. Sorry. R guys. G password, not D, R. Then Red Hat is a group name. So tail / etc G shadow. The password it got removed. -R, right? Why the password is not encrypted? If you are assigning the password with the help of group mod command, it won't encrypt. If you are assigning the password with the help of G password command, it will encrypt. Okay. So clear? So I hope you got it, guys. How to assign the password for groups, how to remove the password from groups, right? Okay. So how to delete the groups? Group del is a command, then you can delete. So Red Hat group we are deleting. So group del is a command, then Linux is a group we are trying to deleting. So we doesn't have Red Hat group and as well as Linux group. Okay. Got it, guys? Clear? రెండు క్వశ్చన్లు అడిగితే అప్పుడు తెలుసుద్ది. So clear? I hope you got it. So how to delete the groups? So I hope you clear, guys, how we need to create the groups, how we need to modify the group properties, how we need to delete the groups. So why we need to create the group? To add the users into the group, right? Yes, no. Now we are going to discuss how we need to add the users into group, right? Okay. So first of all, create users, user add U1, then U2, then U3, then U4. So we are unable to create the multiple users at a time, guys, with the help of user add command. Okay. So you need to create the users individually, right? Then next, how we need to create the group? Group add is a command. Then we are trying to creating one group called Red Hat. So 4 users will have, one group will have. How to know the user properties? Praveen Kumar, how to know the user properties? Stale / etc password. U1, U2, U3, U4 users it got created. Then how to know the group properties? etc group. See guys, I said na, while you are trying to creating the user account, automatically primary groups it will create U1, U2, U3, U4. Those all primary groups for U1 user account, U2 user account, U3 user account, U4 user account. Then Red Hat is a password. Red Hat is a one group, right? Red Hat is one group we created. Then authenticates a password properties of Red Hat. 1005 is a group ID. Now we need to add the users into the Red Hat group. U1, U2, U3, U4 users will have. We need to add into Red Hat group. So how to add the users into the group? User mod is a command. User mod is a command. After completing the user management, you can do LIMP server. My AWS peoples. After completing the user and group management, again you can do LAMP server, then you can able to understand very clearly what we are doing. Clear? Right. So user mod is a command. User mod is a command to add the users into the group. User mod -a means append. Small a, appending. Capital G, secondary group ID. Small g, primary group ID. Capital G, secondary group ID. Right, guys? Then group name, then username. That's it. Guys, we are unable to add the multiple users into this group with the help of user mod command. But we have the option, I will tell you later. Clear? So user mod is a command space -a, small a, append. A means append. Capital G, secondary group ID. Small g, primary group ID, right? Then Red Hat is a group name, space U1 is a username. Now we are adding U1 user into Red Hat group. Simple. Then hit enter. Then let's verify tail /etc group. See. U1 is a member of Red Hat group. If you want, you can use ID U1 also. See. Got it, guys? So I hope you're clear how we need to add the users into group. Then we are trying to adding one more user. U2, simple. User mod is a command space -small a, capital G, space group name and username. So Red Hat is a group name. U2 is a username. We are adding U2 user into Red Hat group. Then hit enter. Clear? Then let's verify tail /etc password. Sorry, not etc password. Group, right? Very good. etc group. See guys here. U1, U2, both Red Hat group members now. Secondary members. By default, U1 having primary group called U1. U2 having primary group called U2. Now U1, U2, secondary members of Red Hat group. See, simple guys. Maybe you are going to create the multiple groups, right? Like family, friends, staff, like this, you're going to create the multiple groups. We are going to add the one user into multiple groups, right? Like the same way. Maybe U1, we can able to add into the multiple groups, not only into Red Hat. Already U1 having its own group, primary group, that is called U1. Now we add the U1 into Red Hat group. That is secondary group member. Clear? I hope you got it, guys. Right. So how we need to add the multiple users into group? With the help of user mod command, it's not possible. we are unable to add the multiple users into one group at a time with the help of user mode command. It's not possible. We can use gpassword command. I said no, not only assigning the password for groups, we can perform the multiple actions with the help of gpassword command. If you want to, you can add the multiple users into one group at a time using gpassword command. I hope you got it, guys. So we can able to add the multiple users with the help of gpassword. Gpassword means gpasswd, guys. Don't write gpassword total word. Okay. Hyphen, very good. Capital M. Capital M means we are adding multiple users. So for example, first we need to provide the usernames U3, comma U4. Already we'll have U1, U2, right? We are trying to adding U3 and U4. Then group name. Syntax wise, little bit different. Excuse me, guys. So gpassword space hyphen capital M, then U3, U4. We are trying to adding those both the users into Red Hat group. First, we need to provide the username. U3, comma, U4, comma, U5, U6, like this. You can provide the multiple users here, then hit enter. Then let's check etc group. What happened, guys? What about U1 and U2? Huh? It got overwrite. It doesn't have U1, U2, right? It got overwrite. Because of that reason, we need to write the script to add the users into the group. That is the best way. Got it? We can write the script. We can edit the like etc group file also. But if you're editing the etc group, again, we need to execute few command. No need to bother. So instead of that, better to write script. That is best. Got it, guys? Clear? While I'm trying to teaching the scripting at the time, I will tell you, don't worry, how to write those all the scripts. Clear? Got it? With the help of gpassword, we can able to add the multiple user. But what will have? What will happen? What will have the users previously? It is going to overwrite. Right? Clear? I hope you got it. Right. So next, let's see here. So we have gpassword command -h option. Help you are going to get. Gpassword having small a option. We are going to add single user into the group. It won't overwrite. If you try to adding the multiple user, then only it will overwrite. Right, guys? Single user into group. So it won't overwrite. D to delete the users from group. Then H help. Capital Q, this is ch root. No need to bother ch root at present. R removing password. Capital R restricted group members. We can able to provide. -M, capital M, multiple users we can add. -capital A to assign the group administrator. Right? Now we'll see how we need to add the group administrator. gpassword is a command. -capital A is option. Got it, guys? Capital A for group administrator. We are trying to assigning the group administrator. Guys, remember, once if you assign the group administrator, you are unable to remove. If you want to again change, when you are going to remove, you need to delete the user account then only. Got it, guys? So you are unable to remove manually. We can change, but we are unable to remove. So you need to remove that user, in the sense you should delete the user. Clear? Got it? Right. So G password space hyphen capital A. Then guys, if you want, you can assign multiple group administrators also. U1, comma, U2, comma, like this, you can add the multiple group administrator. And one more thing, it's not like this only group members, it will become as a group administrator. Any user can. Now U1, U2, it doesn't have into group. If you want, you can add the U1 as a group administrator. It's not like this only group administrator, it will become as a group admin. Group member, it is become as a group administrator. Any local user, we can provide as a group administrator, right? So G password hyphen capital A, U1 is a username, Red Hat is a group name, then hit enter. Then tail slash etc G shadow, right? That's it now. So G shadow is a file. Inside the G shadow will have U1 user account as a group admin. Can we able to add the users with the help of U1 inside the Red Hat group? Because U1 is a group admin now, right? Yes, no? Yes, guys. U1. That is what I'm saying, Siva. Without overwrite, it is possible. We need to write the script. Right? Clear? Okay. So now U1 is a group administrator. Can we able to add the users with the help of U1 inside the Red Hat group? Because U1 is a group administrator now, right? So let's see. Login as a U1. Then how to add the users into the group? User mod hyphen A capital J. Red Hat is a group name. Then U2. What happened? अभी तक क्या बोला है मैं? User mod is a command to add the users into the group, right? Instead of user mod, if you want, you can use G password also. For adding the multiple users, we are going to use G password. But if you use the G password command, what will happen? It will override the previous users. Because of that reason, we are using user mod. Yes, no. And what will happen? Permission denied. Why permission denied? This is a normal user. Normal user, it doesn't have the access to execute the user mode command. User mod, user add, user del, those all the command we need to execute it with the help of root user. Normal user doesn't have the access. How we need to add the users into the group? With the help of U1. Using G password command. Only one user at a time. So group admin having the access, he can able to add the only one user, that to using G password command. How to add the single user? Which option we need to use here? Hyphen A option, right? Small a. So I have explained everything right here. Hyphen A, single user. Hyphen M, multiple user. Hyphen capital A, group administrator. Now we need to use hyphen A, G password space hyphen A, username, then group name. Adding user U2 to group. Only one user we can able to add at a time with the help of group administrator. Got it, guys? If you want, you can check exit tail slash etc G shadow. Excuse me, guys. So clear. How to remove the users? G password hyphen D. D are removing the password, right? D to remove the users from group, right? Password alag hota hai, user alag hota hai, right? So if you assign the password for group, then we need to remove the password. We should use G password hyphen R. Now we are removing the user from group. G password hyphen D. Then we need to provide the username to whom we need to remove. For example, U3 user we are trying to removing, then Red Hat group. Removing user U3 from Red Hat group. You are unable to remove the multiple users, remember. Okay. You are unable to remove the multiple users at a time. We can able to remove only one user at a time. Even if you log in as a root user. Root user also having the permission to remove only one user at a time. Got it, guys? So I hope you're clear. Yes, no? How we need to add the users? How we need to remove the users? Right? How we need to add the users with the help of G password? And how we need to add the users with the help of user mod command and those all stuff, right? Clear? So now a few people they have one confusion. Let's see here. Okay, sir, we have the multiple users into one group. Okay, right? Then maybe if you having two users, you can able to easily count, guys. Maybe if you having 1,000 users, or otherwise if you having more than 100 users, then we need to know how many users we'll have into our particular group, right? LID is a command. Most of the people that doesn't know. LID hyphen U, then group name. Oh, sorry, not hyphen U, guys. I think we need to provide lid is a command. Hyphen G is option. Yes, hyphen G. Okay. LID hyphen G is option. Then group name. It is going to list how many users will have. Then if you need number, then what we need to do? Huh? If you need number, how many users will have into group? I need number. Only names it will provide, but I need number, guys. If you're providing hyphen N, there's option also it doesn't have. Okay. So then how? Got it. WC hyphen L. Word count list. 2 lines, 2 users. Got it. Clear, guys? Lid is a command. We can able to find how many users will have into group. Right? So you know how to delete the users. You know how to delete the groups and those all stuff, right? As of now, how many files we discuss? etc password contain local user properties. etc shadow contain password properties of local user. etc group local group properties. etc g shadow local group properties. Excuse me, guys. Local group password properties, right? Apart from that, we have one more file, right? Inka undi 10 నిమిషాల time. Okay. So we have one more file called etc login.defs. Login.defs. Login.default. Login.default. DFS login.default is a file name. So in this file, we'll have all the system default settings we can able to modify. Got it? VIM space etc login.dfs, then hit enter. See guys here. See here. So go a little bit down. So this is, guys, if you're trying to creating the user account, automatically mail directory also it will create, where spool mail like this directory it will create. But here we doesn't have any mail server. No need to bother about that now. Go a little bit down. See guys, minimum, maximum age, minimum age, length, warning days. So maximum days of password 99999. While you're trying to creating the user account, why we are getting by default 99999 in this? Because of this file. You can change according to your requirement. By default password settings, I'm providing 99 days, right? Then 2 days, minimum age, 5 length is okay. Then 4 days, warning days we are providing. Okay. Next, guys, why we are getting minimum normal user 1000? Because here we'll have 1000 to 60,000. You can modify. So if you need from 4,000, you can modify from 4,000 to more than 4 lakhs, guys. Recommended. So by default, we'll have 60,000, right? You can increase according to your requirement. Don't change the system user IDs and group IDs. It's not recommended. Okay. Don't change system user ID, system group ID. Okay. Then group. So got it, guys. So I hope you're clear. Then see here, if you're providing no here, it won't create the home directory. While you're trying to creating the user, so it won't create the home directory. If you're providing no, we'll have as because of that reason, along with the user account, we are getting home directory. Okay. Then see, UMass will discuss day after tomorrow. Tomorrow, don't miss. It's a very, very important concept we are going to discuss. It's a very useful in real-time environment. Your wish, guys. It's okay. So sudo permissions. రోజు ఇలాగే అంటుంటారంట కదా. So because always it's a true, guys, because each and everything is important here. Okay. So group enable, right? Then password algorithm SHA-512. Okay. SHA-512 algorithm. So we modify the changes according to our requirement. You can modify and then save and quit. Try to create user account now. Guys, user add is a command. Then we are trying to creating one user called I1. Let's verify the properties of I1. Sorry, tail etc password, right? $4,000 is a UID. 4,000 is a group ID, right? 4,000 user ID, 4,000 group ID. Let's verify the password properties. Apart from that, everything is same. We didn't provide the no because of the reason we got a home directory also. Okay. etc G shadow, not G shadow, shadow you can give. See. Minimum days 2 days, minimum password age, maximum 99. So warning days, before 4 days we are going to get the warning. Like this, system default settings we can change using login.defs file. Right? Default user system default settings we can change. User properties related system default settings. Okay. Login.defs is a file. Right? So this is all about user and group management, guys. Okay. Right? If you having any doubts, any questions, please. బాగా నిద్రపోయారా? ఇప్పుడే నిద్ర లేచినట్టుంది కదా. -G to add the users into the group man, secondary group member. Praveen. -A, -G. A, it's not a mandatory. -G, we need to provide. It's a mandatory. Got it? Mr. Praveen Kumar, MS. Huh? Group member? అర్థం కాల. We can able to add the group admin as a group member. Maybe if you want, you can add the admin as a group member as well as normal user also. Group member కూడా admin గా యాడ్ చేయొచ్చు. నార్మల్ లోకల్ యూజర్ ని కూడా మనం గ్రూప్ అడ్మిన్ గా ఇవ్వచ్చు. It's possible. Okay, same doubt, Shiva. Right, guys, if you having any doubts, any questions, please. In user management, can I ask few questions? Then you are going to get doubts. Day after tomorrow, I will help you how to install the operating system. Not today and tomorrow, day after tomorrow. మీ ఓపిక ఎంతసేపు కూర్చుంటారో కూర్చోండి. మండేనా? Yes, guys, online. Can you hear me? Am I audible? అర్థమైందా? ఏం అర్థమైంది? Yes, guys. Drive link you need. Give me 1 minute. Guys, don't miss tomorrow's session. So from tomorrow onwards, so we are going to discuss very, very important concepts. So today also important, but today completed, right? So tomorrow, sudo permission, how to provide the sudo